All right. So this is what Judy needs to make happen. There is a business here. This is Lori Beck Coaching. Amazing Triathlon Retreat 2017. Love the picture. Means I don't have to do any work. Special getaway triathlon retreat for women. Come spend 3 days in beautiful Ocean City, New Jersey. And it's coming up very soon, so you've got some work to do. This is clearly the website. Okay, you will receive individual attention. I'm not even reading this stuff because we're not getting into that. I just want to look at what we're looking at here. You will receive individual attention in all aspects of triathlon, swim, bike, run, and transition. Okay, people drowning with these look like sharks. Okay, and then, oh my God, why do people do this stuff? It makes me tired just looking at this. I mean,
masochist, surely masochist.
These people are freaks. They should all be killed. Okay. No offense to any of you who are triathletes, but I think you're sick. Okay. And okay, fine. I hate this picture, but I know why they're doing it. Okay. This is where we play whack the mole. Okay. And then here are the details. Okay, fine. And register by April 10th and save. Bring a friend and save even more. Space is limited. Register early. Call this number to hold your spot. Okay. From the looks of it, I actually love this website. I think this is really terrific. And, you know, in general, you could, I mean, realistically, if you had 10 minutes and that's all you had, what you could do is go into this website, and I don't know if this is WordPress or what.
WordPress, yeah.
It's WordPress, okay. Judy, if I were in this situation and you had to get this thing running instantly because, well, let's see, what are we at here? This is, what's the date? It's March 24th, so you roughly have a month left. So you really need to get this up and running now, because if you are advertising this to people around the country, they need time to make their flight arrangements, hotel arrangements, but more important, people are scheduled out, you know, a month in advance for the things that they have on their calendar, especially as we get into spring. And so you're going to be up against the clock, Judy, with what you've got going on here. But first and foremost, if you needed to buy yourself some time, what I would do with this WordPress site is I would actually, in this section down here, you've got the phone number here, but what you need is you need to be able to capture email addresses. And if you can go into WordPress and use one of the WordPress plugins to, right down here, put an opt-in button or put an opt-in form right here. You know, there's a million different WordPress opt-in forms that are, everybody uses them. Just get an opt-in form in here and connect it through WordPress to MailChimp or whatever the email platform you're using, so that at least if you have any traffic coming to this website, you're able to capture the email address. Because if you're depending on people to call the number, you're never going to get anybody doing anything, because you're requiring them to do something that requires more than clicking on a button and typing in their name, and they're busy and they're going to forget about it. It looks really great. I'll save this, you know, as one of my tabs. As you see, I have 1,000 of him here, and then my computer shuts off and then all the tabs go away and I can't restore them. And now I can't remember where I saw this. Okay, so you really do, at a minimum, Judy, you need to get that opt-in form at the bottom of this page as soon as possible, because then you need to set up an email sequence that is designed to continue telling people about this particular event, since you are running out of time here. Another thing that I would do is I would probably get that a button in here where you know, you might want to put the button in right here. That's a get more information button or something where it could trigger either a pop-up, or you use whatchamacallit, one of the plugins that will enable you to put a pop-up on the page here, so that after maybe 15 seconds of them being on the page, there is a pop-up where you can invite them to give their email address, so that you can send them information immediately, so that once you've got people on the page, you have to get them to do something. And this is one of the main problems with WordPress and other platforms like this, is that they're not easy to use in the sense of being able to make something happen really quickly in the way that Clickfunnels is. And so, you know, here you're going to have to send them to a page where they're going to buy something. And WordPress is not designed as an e-commerce site. And so then you've got to drag WooCommerce in there, and there's a ton of integration that has to go on in WordPress that you really don't want to be doing. So my advice to you in a situation like this, because I really like this website, especially for the type of event that it is, I would say what you do with this is, okay, all right, how do I even get started with building a funnel? Well, a lot of people will go into, let me drag Clickfunnels over here, or I'm going to open up a different one here. They'll go into Clickfunnels, and this is the first thing they do, is they think to themselves, okay, I'm gonna create a funnel, and they get to this, and then they're like, okay, what do I need to do?
I did that.
That's exactly what people do. Okay, this is where they're starting, instead of saying, okay, what am I doing here, and what do I need to do with this? And from my perspective, Judy, what we're going to do is we're going to hack the website, and we're going to make the landing page look just like this, and we're going to make the funnel work so that it does what you need it to do. And so then what you say is, you're starting at the website and saying, all right, I'm just going to reproduce this as best I can and as quickly as I can. But what happens is you go into ClickFunnels and you say, add a new funnel. Okay, what am I doing? I'm collecting emails, or I'm selling a product, or I'm hosting a webinar. Oh my God, I don't even know what to do. Or I'm creating a custom funnel. And people actually get paralyzed at this point. Now, one tip I'm going to give you about using ClickFunnels is, even if you want to do opt-ins, I would suggest that you always start with a funnel that is to sell something, because it will be, and use, forget about this product launch, because the way the templates are set up, it's just showing a bunch of different pictures and stuff. I will always start my funnels by, let me go back, by selecting sell a product, even if I'm just doing opt-ins, because I always want the option to sell something, and I never know the point at which on a page I might realize, oh, I want to sell them right here, and I want them to be able to give up their credit card information right here on the page. But if you don't set this up where there's an order form in your funnel right away, and you want that order form on the funnel page that you're building, you will have to reproduce the entire page on one of these other types of funnels. So let me go back once again and say this again. When you are going to do anything, it is always best to start with sell a product, and then click on your sales funnel. Forget about all that other shit, because here's what's going to happen. What you've got right here is you've got an email landing page, you've got a sales page, an order confirmation page, and a thank you page. And you can eliminate any of these steps so long as you have the ability to get them to buy. That's what you have to make sure is in your funnel to start with. And so right here, there's no ability for people to buy. There's no ability for people to register via email. Nobody uses their phone anymore. You have to get that shit from them the second that they get on this landing page. So what are we going to do? So right here, it's all right. This is, and here's what I'm doing. I'm just copying and pasting. I don't type anything. Fuck that. So there you go. Boom. I just created a funnel. Yay! Funnel's done. See how easy it is? Okay, here's all your pages. Okay. And then now everybody has a freakazoid, because it's like, oh my God, what do I do? It's like, is it an opt-in? Is it a sales page? Is it a webinar? Blah, blah, blah. Well, here's the thing. Okay, you've got a squeeze page, which means squeeze page. What is a squeeze page? It's just a short version of a sales page. Your sales page is a long version of a sales page. Okay, long version, and you get different things in here. But the reality is that, okay, we have to recreate this thing. Now the question is, do we want to take them? We're going to put all this stuff on here. And the question is, do we want to do everything on one page, including allow them to buy from us? And if so, that means all the shit has to go on the order form. If not, if we want to say, okay, we're going to have a short form that is just made up of just this and this right here. Let's say it was just a really short sales form. Then we could put a button here that would redirect you to the very next page. But for your purposes, I love this website. I love everything is right there. It really gets at, who these people are, these masochists are, and let's just and the thing is it's a retreat. Okay, tell me everything about a retreat. I don't want to look at a bunch of pages. I just want to look at all these people who are just like me, who are trying to kill themselves. And let's see what else I get with this, and where, when, and where, how much is it, and register now and save. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to do this right now. So what we've got here in the funnel that we just built is we've got 2 pages that are sitting here in front of the order form. So if we go to the order form, we now know that the form is already built. Okay, so we want to have that be in there. So what we can actually do is let's take a look at these forms and see if there's anything that we can work with. We don't even give a shit about what it looks like. We just want to know, is there a form that makes more sense than something else? All right, let's just grab this skinny order form. And we're going to use that. And we're going to hack this. We're going to take everything that's here and we're going to stick it right here. Open up this page. Now, you will probably look at this and say, oh my God! Because how am I going to take this page and make it look like this page, right? Okay, first order of business. We've got a logo. I need a logo. Guess what? Save image as logo.
Hey.
Hey, logo. Click on the logo right here. It opens up all of your settings. I'm going to replace this image with my logo. So I'm going to upload an image, clicking right here. Oop, there she is. Right back. Yawn. Would be much better in a video than doing it live, because then I keep waiting for ClickFunnels. But you know what? You got to do this because you're going to be sitting through this. Oh, look, I've got a logo. Hallelujah. Okay, great. Now, I'm not going to worry about the formatting or any of that kind of shit right now, because I just want to get all of the elements in here. Juanita, why are you commenting on posts while I'm making a funnel? Yeah, I saw you. It popped up in my notifications. I see this shit all day long. Stop distracting me.
Busted.
Okay, so all right, so here what we've got here is notice this is her website, and she's got all of these things on here. That is not what we want to include, so we're just going to leave that logo up there where it is. So it's just fine. But now here's what we've got to do. Okay, what do we have going on here? Here's this picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to, let's see. All right. Okay, I'm trying to copy this, but it looks like I can't copy this image. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a screenshot. And I'm going to go like this.
My God.
Best cheat ever.
Huh?
Best cheat ever.
Yeah, no shit. So I'm just going to, I can either create a new row. I'll just create a new row. Full width. What am I going to do? Where did it go? You little creep, where'd you go?
Sometimes catching those little orange buttons isn't easy.
All right, I'm just going to create a new element. Screw it. I'm going to grab an image.
What about background?
Wait a minute. Well, I want to see what this is going to look like. Get over here. Stop that. All right, here's my image. Where's my image? I'm going to upload my image.
Cue music.
Cue the music.
They need to do that. Put like cool waiting music for when the images upload.
Oh, I know. I swear to God. See, this is why I hate this shit, because I'm not in the mood to wait for anything even 2 seconds.
When are you ever?
Oh.
Sorry, was that inappropriate?
Yeah, you ain't afraid of me, Chrissy, but other people are. They're like,
Yeah, that was me.
yeah.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Chrissy.
Come on, people. Jesus Christ. See, this is why nobody can build a freaking funnel. All right, if this is going to take all day, I'm not going to spend all day doing this, but I am going to give you enough elements to show you how quickly you do this.
It's because your image size is too large. That's why it takes
Oh,
longer.
That's true.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, look, guess what? There you go.
Got the whole thing.
See? How brilliant. Okay, now I'm not going to change any of the sizing or any of this kind of shit. We're just working our way through this. We just want to get the content over there. Okay, look at that. All of a sudden, there we are. Okay, now notice we've got two sections here, right? We got 2 columns and they're equally spaced, right? you know how you do that in ClickFunnels. So what we've got to do is go back here, and I'm going to put something else. I'm going to add another element. Oh, no, sorry. I have to add another section. The elements are the shit you put in the section. Come on, where the hell is it? Oh, Christ, really? I'm just going to add a new row and move it. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 columns here. All right? And I'm going to click on add a new element. And I'm going to stick a bullet list. Okay, I'm going to duplicate a bullet list. I'm probably doing this the wrong way, but you're getting the idea. Why? Because we got bullet list. Well, we got a bullet list over there, and then this is going to be text. So I'm going to get rid of the bullet list here, and I'm going to stick just what is this? Come on, subheadline. Okay, watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Boom. There it all is. See? There it all is. All right, now let's go grab this. No, we're not going to worry about bulleting and all that shit. We just got to get the stuff in here, right? So let's see what we can do here. Okay. So what's that first word? Where are you on the triathlon journey? Nowhere. So we won't worry about this shit here, right? Okay, let's get this over here. Okay, so now, okay, we're gonna dump this. Dump this. Okay, now look at where we are. We've got the logo, we got the big picture, we've got the 2 columns here. We'll fix all the formatting. That is the last thing you do. You do not want to be spending your time screwing around with this formatting. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, let's grab the text. I'm gonna create a headline here. Headline comes in down below.
Gesundheit.
1 column. Bless you to whoever sneezed. And we're going to stick a headline in there. Okay. We'll worry about this purple shit back there later. Okay. We're going to grab, going to save an image. Save an image. Save an image. Save an image. Okay, go back here. We're going to put in, now notice, we're in 2 columns again, okay? So instead of me going through the trouble of creating new columns, see this, I already have something up here that has 2 columns in it, right? What am I going to do? I'm going to duplicate it twice, okay? Why? Because there's 2 pictures, 2 sets of pictures. So in here, I'm going to dump this, wait. So I'm going to get rid of this. And what am I going to do? I'm going to add an image, and I'm going to duplicate.
Hey, Arlene.
Yep.
With this kind of thought process, a lot of times you have an MLM replicated sites. Some of them are absolutely gorgeous.
Yep.
You could probably do the same thing with this, putting an opt-in form and then take them to the next page where you have like maybe a webinar video or something to where you show them how to enroll and how to navigate the parts that are crap.
Yep, exactly. You see, this is how you do this stuff, you guys. You just go and copy shit that's already out there. So here you go, and I'm taking you all, hopefully taking you all the way to the end with this. Now I've got 4 images. You don't load them, you know, one at a time. You load all of them at the same time, and then you grab each one image at a time to each place that you need to stick an image. Okay, so these are all going to load up. And Angela, thank you for that comment about that image being so big. That's a great thing to note for everybody, that make sure that the file size of your images are not so big that it slows down how long it takes to load these stupid things. So I'll go back here real quick and look at where that purple thing was. So
There's a free online tool that will compress images. I'll post it in the group.
okay, great.
That
Yeah,
is
that's
gorgeous.
really important because it affects the load time of your, it not only does it take forever to load the shit, it affects the load time of the site itself, and you do not want that to happen when you know people only have a few minutes to look at this stuff. So
Scrolling those seconds and it's gone.
yeah, exactly. Where the hell did it go? I don't even know where the big picture is.
The what?
Where is the picture? Oh, shit. All right, I'm just gonna have to load one at a time. Here's the first one. Wait a minute, what happened to those? Oh, wait, sorry, my bad. Here they are, okay. All right, well, I'll just load it quickly here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy the image so that you can just see how this is being done, and then you can go back and change it with your images as well. But for the purpose of the funnel, okay, so here we go. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this. There it is, and then I'm just gonna drag one of them over here. And then I'm gonna duplicate it again. And then I'm gonna drag it down here. Oops. Whoops, what the hell? Okay, and then, okay, so I'm just gonna delete this. And then I'm gonna delete this. And then I'm gonna duplicate this. Grab one over here. Okay, so now we've got the 4 pictures, right? Oh wait, let me get this guy back up here. We have a stray. Oops, wait. So right here you can see this thing here. I'm just gonna shift it up one more time, and then it's up above where it belongs. Okay, so we've got the 4 images, and this is our funnel right here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, now notice we have that order form down here at the bottom of the funnel. And then down here, we've got 2 more of these things. So all we're gonna do is go back.
Do we want the order form at the top? Prime real estate?
Nope, hang on a second. So
Okay.
This.
Getting ahead of myself.
Oh. Come on. Okay, so immediately below the pictures, we've got 2 things here. So we'll just copy this. Okay, copy this. And Judy, I'm going to be sending this to you. I'm going to share this funnel with you. That way you can just continue working on it on your own. Okay, so now we're there. And we're going to save this picture. Okay, where is it saving my documents? And then I'm going to copy this because we know we're going to put that in there. Now notice that it appears that this picture, is it the, okay. All right, we'll just leave it that way. So now I'm going to copy this again, and duplicate this. We know what we had there was this. And then here we're going to dump this because we're going to change it out to, shit. We're going to change it to an image. Add a new element, image. And our image is in my documents. So let's add that image in the documents. Uh-oh, where the heck did it go? The heck was it? I don't know what it was, but whatever, we're going to stick it in there. All right, and then, oh yeah, it's the boardwalk. And then we'll stick another element down there. Wait, oops. Copy this. Okay, we're gonna add that image there. So this was the boardwalk picture, so you know, Judy, there are your details.
Okay.
And then you're gonna have to duplicate this one more time because we're putting the elements in. Okay. What am I doing? There's an image over there. So what we'll do is we'll just shift this image over here. Take this over here. Oops. Well, I'll just add a new element, which is the subheadline. Is that right? Okay, so we got our subheadline. We'll delete this shit down here. And then we've got what else? And now, okay, space is limited. Okay, one more big headline. One column. Come on, where the heck did it go? You dog. Oh, I hate you. There it is.
So Arlene, do you dream of funnels at night or do you have nightmares?
You know, one of the reasons that I spend so much time riding my motorcycle is so that I can forget about funnels. The only way that I can get them away from me. All right, so
And
now,
yet we keep dragging you back in.
so here we go. 20 minutes and we built a funnel. So now, here's what's going to happen. At this point, what we want to do is, let's create a pop-up here, okay? And what we want to say is, we're going to add, what do we want to say?
Was that already there, Arlene?
No, let me show you. I'll show it to you again for those of you who missed it. Okay, so we've got the funnel built. I mean, we've got the whole structure of the funnel built right now. For all intents and purposes, here we are. But one of the things that we don't have right now is the ability to capture an email address, because what's going to, all right, who is that? Don't make me go off this. All right, thank you. At this point, we're not asking for an email address yet until we're actually getting them to order and pay. So what we want to do is have a way to get them to ask for more information. Now, what we can do is, we can do it in one of two ways. We can either create a pop-up that will show up within a short period of time, or actually when they click on a button. Why don't we do that? So let's say this. Okay, right here, let's stick a new row in here. And Judy, you can do something different with this. I just want to demonstrate different things that you can do. So what we're doing here is we're going to insert a button here, and all we're going to do, and for those of you who aren't familiar with funnel building, a lot of times all you have to do is just click on the thing and it opens up this thing, whatever the hell you call it.
Settings menu.
Thank you. Get more, or I want more information, or I'm interested. I want more information. And then what you would do is you'd set this button so that it's going to trigger the pop-up. So you click on open the pop-up, and now it's set so that when this page goes live, if someone hits this button, it's going up here to the pop-up. Okay, and so now we're just going to edit the pop-up, which is this so far. So we're going to say, all right, somebody turn off your audio, please.
He is a crook.
Please turn off your audio. I don't want to hear about somebody's crook. Okay. Okay, so okay, what do we want to say? We're going to capture their email address, right? Be part of the most amazing experience for I can't even spell it because I'm so opposed to it. Triathletes. Is that how you spell it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you. At least somebody here can spell. Okay, be part of the most amazing experience for triathletes. Let's see. There's going to be an input, email address, and then we need a button. Okay, and so here, so we're going to add in one little, a little sub headline here that says something like, enter your email and we'll send you the information that will change your life. Of course it will. And then all this will, the settings, you're gonna talk to Angela. Judy, you're gonna talk to Angela and ask her, you pay her a few dollars and she will integrate the shit out of this thing, okay? Don't screw around with this integration. You don't have time for that. Just pay her a few dollars. She'll tell you how many dollars. She's got a good dollar rate, trust me. And then she'll integrate this shit. So now your opt-in is done. You can even ask her if she can just format this shit so that it looks like this, okay? So now this opt-in is done. And of course, along the way, you should be saving this. That would help. And then forget about this. That can be dealt with later. And okay, so now we've got the button, which when you click on it, it triggers the pop-up. So this way we can at least be capturing their email address. And then what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna duplicate this button and put it somewhere else. So let's see where else we can stick it. We wanna keep reminding them to, you know, take advantage of this amazing thing. So now we've, you know, said all this kind of stuff. We've told them what's going on at the retreat and get more information. Now there's more details, and now time to buy. Space is limited. Register early. Call now to hold your spot, or wait, no. We want to do this. Space is limited. Register early. Let's see. There's a discount on this, right? Register by April 10th. Okay.
It's $5.75. Yeah.
I want to put this phone number down at the bottom. We want them buying now. Let's do this. For more information, call. And we don't want to have them call to hold their spot. We want to hold their spot by making them pay. Register below. Space is limited. Register now below. Okay. And then I'm going to copy this here, delete it, and then I'm going to stick it, I'm going to duplicate this and stick it down below the order form. Okay. Where the heck did it go? Come back here. Where did it go? You suck. Ah! Oh, it went right there. Okay, got it. Duh. Thank you, whomever said that. Okay, down below. All right, here we go. So I'm going to do this, paste that there. For more information. Okay, and then we're just gonna get rid of this shit. Who cares? Okay.
I looked at it, but I don't know.
All right, now we've got the order form. Space is limited. Register now below, and we've got our funnel with our opt-in. The integrations are a separate issue, and that also includes setting up this product, which Angela is going to do for you. When you contact her and pay her, you will be so happy that you did, because this will be done in an hour, and your funnel's built. There you go. So now what will happen is that you will start making modifications, such as right here. You get all these elements in here. You've got your text color. Now that website here had, you know, all this stuff here. So now here's a little trick. If I'm using a Mac, so if I right click on my mouse and I click on inspect, what's going to happen is that what I'm looking for here is I am looking for this color to see if I can find what is the actual code of this color. And usually it shows up somewhere over here, but I'm going to give you a better way of doing this. So I'm going to type in, it's HTML code.
For PC, you can use Colorzilla in Chrome,
Okay.
and you can color pick it.
Okay, so one of the things that you can do is with this website, it's just HTML, and you can see it on the screen right here if you want to play this back. But this, is this the one? There's a, what is it, Angela? What is it?
Sorry.
Color.
Yeah, Colorzilla. Colorzilla.
Okay, Colorzilla.
And then what font is this?
Okay. Oh, is that another one?
Yeah, what font is this?
What font is this? Okay, what font is this.com. That way you guys have this for reference. Anyways, what you want to do is to make, oh, what the hell, man. Anyways, what you're trying to do is you're basically trying to reproduce the look as best as possible.
Okay.
And what you need to do is find out what this color is, or in our case right now, since we can't get it, we're just gonna, oops, wrong one. We're gonna just look at the color and pick a color that's close, make it a little bit lighter, make it similar to that. And then you see, because this is a dark color, we now want to change the text to white. Okay, so it looks just like that, or
Okay.
whatever it is. We have another one here
You
that
can
we'll
do
do.
a screenshot of that too, right? Can you?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and the reality is, hang on one second here. The reality is that you could be using screenshots of this whole thing. I mean, just like I did right here. I mean, look at this. Here's what we can do. If you want to make it really simple for yourself, you know, you can just grab a screenshot of this stuff and just use one column and stick it in there. Where you might run into a problem with the screenshots is because people have different size monitors and they're using mobile devices, those screenshots may not adjust based on, they're not, it may be that they won't optimize, meaning they won't adjust to the size screen. So it's always better to just build the elements because those will absolutely change sizes accordingly. And given how I've demonstrated how you do this, this is such an easy way of creating anything. And what you can do is, now that you've put this together in this way, you can begin, let's say you were hacking this website and you were doing this for an event that, you know, for somebody else. What you would do is you just go and use the same, if you like the way it looks, just use the same format, but just change, obviously, all of the language and everything. But I think this is a great looking website and there's no reason to not use it, especially for the type of event that it is. So, you know, the very last thing that's happening before you get into the integration is that you go in and you start, you know, playing around with, you know, what is the layout of this thing, okay? You know, obviously you want to do your spacing here so it's easier to read. You know, so that's nice to read. And then maybe it's, you go into, you know, one of these and you want to start emphasizing something like the word succeed. So you'd put this in bold just to make it look a little bit more interesting, like here, healthier, less stressful lifestyle, balance into your relationships. That way, as people are just visually glancing down the page, they're getting the, you know, big races. This is another one, big races, workouts, key workouts, oops. So that visually, when you're scrolling down the screen, if you're just scrolling, at least the eye will be picking up the important keywords that if they don't read the whole thing, at least you're emphasizing the things that are relevant. So right here, it would be new skills and techniques and stuff like that. And then right here, reception, welcome reception, meet and greet Friday night, breakfast each morning, 3 days, focus group. Okay, so these could be, you could do these as bullet points. And then, you know, for all intents and purposes, once you finish the formatting of this, this thing is ready to go and you're done. So there you have it, saved and done and shared. I just need your email address that you use for Clickfunnels, and I will send you the link to this. I would strongly encourage you to reach out to Angela if she's got bandwidth today to get this whole thing integrated for you and you're up and running. And then the last thing you have to do is your Facebook ads. So there you have it. That's how you build it.
Well
I'm
done.
so proud of you, Arlene. You managed to stop sharing by yourself.
I did it without.
Yay!
So that took a little bit longer, but now think about this. You know, as someone who had no exposure to the website or what this thing was or anything else, what did I do? I didn't go into Clickfunnels and start building things. I looked for something that I could start with, and I simply reproduced the whole thing. Because now you've got a funnel that's going to work for you. You just need to make it look a little bit prettier. And, you know, that's what a technical person, you know, for your funnel stuff, to King Ad stuff, reach out to Chris McMillan. You know, copywriting, that I guess is me. There's all kinds of people in the group. They do this for a living. And so, you know, reach out to them, pay them a few bucks to get this shit done, because your choice, Judy, is to spend your time trying to figure out this Stripe stuff and all this crap. But the reality is if you get someone to set this up, I mean, if you can hack a site like this quickly, that was what, a half an hour, 45 minutes, starting from absolute scratch and not knowing any of this, and then having to figure out, okay, we need to integrate this and we need to make sure we got that. Well, get somebody to do the integration. Then what you do is you look at the integration. You look yourself at, okay, look at the different parts of Clickfunnels to see, like, for example, let me share the screen again. On this funnel, tell me if you can see my screen, everybody.
Yes.
Okay, so so one thing it might be is, okay, now I need to add the Facebook pixel. Where am I going to add that? Well, you know, you're going up into the settings. Well, what all is located in the settings? You know, okay, here's your integrations. All right, I have to have this connected to my email system. Well, if you, the integration stuff all happens right here. And so, so what you're doing is once somebody who knows how to do this stuff gets this set up for you, then just go and look at what is happening in the integration. Well, there's your integration. Oh, it's not connected. Well, I guess I need to get it connected. Well, they will have connected it for you. And so in my case, the integration is, it's going to be Actionetics. And what is the action going to be? Add to list. Okay, what's the name of the email list? It's going to be Big Mama's Boom Boom Club, or whatever the name of the email list is. And so there's your integration. Now I'm going to have to get those out of here, so you aren't sending all your traffic to me. And so, you know, there's your integrations. And then your Facebook pixel, it's going in right here. You know, it's, you know, the dreaded Facebook pixel shit we all hate. And you know, and then it's done. And then down here for your where the hell is it? Here's your page here. Okay, so if we've saved that, I'm not saving that stuff there. If I go back into here, okay, so let me go back. Okay, so here's where the funnel started, right? So I'm dumping the squeeze page because we only want that order form. That order form is our sales page. And then I'm getting rid of this sales page because everything we're doing is happening on that order form, but we're using it as a sales page because there you see it right there, and the order form is at the bottom. But what you're going to do here is on the order form, there's a product, okay? And you're going to add a new product. And there's all this integration stuff here that has to be done. And if you don't have time to be screwing around with this stuff, I know how to do this stuff, but I pay people to do this for me because I don't want to deal with this stuff. But this is where you would be setting it up. It's like, you know, crazy people, you know, run around and do bad things to themselves. Whatever the fuck, who cares?
Painful, yeah.
And, yeah, and then you're integrating it with Stripe, which presumably you have a Stripe account, and it's going to be, you know, $200 million, and, you know, then it's a one-time payment, and then you say, you know, for crazy people. And then you create the product, and then you have to go in and you create, okay, once they buy, you're going to automatically send them an email. You have to integrate this with your email system. So for me, it's Actionetics. And what do you want it to do? You want to add it to a list. And what list are you adding it to? Big Mama's Club. And then there's no shipping and there's no affiliates. And then you've created your product. Also, you have to go over into Stripe and make sure your Stripe account has been set up. But for all intents and purposes, that's all that has to happen here. Now, the other thing that people get hung up on is the domain name. And what you see here is that this funnel, when we take this live, and this form, or actually it's, yeah, you're going to use this, you're going to see whatever name you used to create your Clickfunnels account is always going to be the default here. But you can have a custom domain name that goes in here, and sometimes this becomes your actual website, or you create a brand new domain name. You buy a new domain name and you use that. But that involves other types of integrations, and sometimes it's just easier to run it this way because, you know, I mean, when people are looking at this shit, they're not looking up at the screen here at the URL. It's like, oh, I can go and kill myself in Ocean City, New Jersey and play Whack the Mole and, you know, do stupid things. Great, I'm going to pay a lot of money and do that. How wonderful. You know, they're not looking at what the URL is, so don't worry about that too much. And, you know, later on, after you start running this thing, if this is like a really successful thing, or you have your own business and you really do need to have a custom domain name in there, then you work with a technical person to have them just get that set up for you, so you don't have to deal with the things that are going to slow your ass down when you're trying to get this thing launched. So the thing to remember in all of this is if you all want to keep doing the funnels yourselves, that's totally fine, but recognize what part of this entire process you should be doing. And that is what's going on that landing page. What do you want to be communicating? And then this technical shit, you don't need to know that stuff. You're never going to use it again in your whole life. Why do you need to learn that? Only learn the things that you need to learn. And the most important thing you learned today was how you copy what somebody else has done and just change it up. Use it exactly. Who gives a shit? Because you're targeting completely different people than, you know, whomever is using that. So are we clear, everybody?
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Fastest way to a funnel, baby.
Yep.
Really great.
Get
Wow.
it done. Get it
Now,
done.
for the rest of you in this group who managed to suffer through this very long presentation of many, many things, but I just made your life a whole lot easier and everything cost you so much less money. Judy, that was 10,000 bucks.
I appreciate it.
Because you know what, here's the thing. Think about this. Why is that 10,000 bucks? Because I did that for you in about a half an hour. And I spent another half an hour integrating it. It's like that guy, the example I gave you about the guy in the factory who went and, you know, the factory's broken down and now they're losing $2 million per second. And a guy comes in, takes a wrench and whacks the machine, and the damn thing starts working. And the guy says, there's a $100,000 invoice. Why? Because I knew where to hit the damn machine. Well, what you just saw was $10,000 worth of experience where you could spend how much longer trying to figure out what to do. And guess what? TikTok, Judy, that event is happening 4 weeks from now, and you have to deliver people to that person who's running that retreat. And it's got to happen right now. So you could be spending from now until then. And here's the thing. If you fill that room with 100 people at $695 a piece, the fact that you paid me 10 grand was a bargain.
Right, right. Yeah, totally get it.
It's 10 grand because I know how to do this shit really, really fast. And what did I do? I was smart about this. I didn't invent the wheel. I looked at something and said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You want to work smart, not hard. And when you do stuff like this, you can charge people anything because you deliver results in half an hour and Judy's going to have this funnel in about 2 minutes. Now, all of a sudden, she's going to have a great weekend and she's going to be drinking and smoking pot and doing all kinds of shit over her weekend instead of sitting there working on a fucking funnel. Right, you feel me? Right, Judy?
Yeah, now I'm excited. Now I'm going to do more.
Drinking? Are you
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you, baby. What you got to say?
I think Richard already has.
Yeah, because it's 5 o'clock where he is. Go, Richie!
Them days are long gone.
Yeah,
That's not a beer in there?
That is a beer. That is one of the first beers I've had in a long time.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling.
Time to party. It's Friday, people. All right.
Friday.
Easy is open.
All right, brilliant. The bar is open. My bar is going to be open in about 4.5 hours. I can't even tell what time it is. But anyways, everybody, that is how you build a funnel the fastest way, where if you know what it is you're trying to do, in this case, Judy needs to run a retreat. Even if it's you that need to run a retreat, you can take Clickfunnels and basically reproduce anything that anybody is doing out there. You do not want to reinvent the wheel here. You want to use what everybody else has done. You just copy it and modify it, because who gives a shit? I mean, really, nobody's going to come after you and say, you took my funnel, because you know what? They took somebody else's funnel. Everybody's copying everybody. It's just the nature of this. So make it easy on yourself.